Welcome back to the Matrix. The Matrix, you are the Matrix. How's it feel, Neo? And today we got ourselves a banger. Daily market news analysis. What is up? What is up? How's everyone feeling out of 10? Make sure you guys spam that like button, hitting that share so other people can spam that like button. It is August 13th, 2025. As of the time of recording, Bitcoin is running. It's running, y'all. $122,788.88. This is the highest daily body close that Bitcoin has ever had. What we had was a big bull flag, ABC correction, back test of the... Oh, bro. Oh, brother. Not this. Anything but this. Not this today, please. All right, I'm gonna roll with the punches here. I've been having issues with the Wi-Fi today, so I might, man. All right, we're gonna roll with it. Anything, please. All right, this is the highest daily body close that Bitcoin's ever had in the history of Bitcoin. Also, this is the highest 3-day close. This is the highest 5-day close. This is the highest weekly close that we have ever had. Officially full-on breakout territory. We've had a good cross the upside. The cool part, too, is like we're only at 68 on the RSI. Okay, so it's like slightly oversold, but nothing crazy. Or overbought. Excuse me, not oversold. But nothing crazy. It's more neutrally oversold. Even the yellow line is only dead neutral at 55 or 53. So this could have some room to go. And what I've talked about, what I've anticipated is, that Bitcoin and the altcoins are going to run into August. And I think we'll have a breakout back test into September. And then the real pandemonium euphoria really is going to start. Everyone's like, but ski, alt season's canceled. Alt season. What about my 500k market cap coin? It's not doing nothing while Bitcoin is at an all-time high. What the hell, ski? And you guys forgot. You guys made it too complicated. You took something that is very simple and you made it complicated, and you forgot the rules. And these are the rules. Fiat into Bitcoin, Bitcoin into Ethereum XRP, into the large caps, into the mid caps, into the small caps, into the micros. And if we look at this as a roller coaster ride, the first block from dollars to Bitcoin is the longest part of the ride. And in my opinion, what are we seeing? Ethereum is waking up. XRP waking up. We are somewhere in here, and we're about to go into the next phase of the game. And as the game continues, the quicker, more violent that the ride is. So if you don't want to be caught flat-footed, you can hit me in the DMs. I have 5 slots, just 5 slots available for a one-on-one call, consultation, lifetime access to my portfolio, lifetime access to my Telegram. So if you're interested in that, hit me in the DMs. I will still never message you. But let's take a look at Ethereum, because that to me is the clear indicator that, hey, we are moving along this ride. You are on this ride or you are not. But the ride is started. And all this nonsense of all seasons canceled. This is all about Bitcoin. Na boo boo. Stick your face in doo doo. Do you guys understand that Ethereum was just at $2,000? Was that 2 years ago? 20 years ago? When was that? 20 months ago? Nope. June 25th. Not even 2 months. What is that? 45 days ago. 51 days ago, to be exact. Ethereum was at 2,100. All the memes of Ethereum can't even pump. Like, how quickly, this is what you guys need to understand. How quickly sentiment will change with... Was there any fundamental breakthroughs for Ethereum? Nope. What changed, Ski? Price. That's it. This is what I've said it once. I've said it 600,826 times. Nothing like price will change sentiment. What does that mean? When price goes up, we feel good about a project. It's awesome. When price goes down, we feel bad about a project. It's as simple as that. I wish it wasn't that simple. That's the reality. Nothing has changed about Ethereum from the time it was at 2100 till now. Nothing. Zero. 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 But what's the reason why, Ski? That's it. Nothing like price will change sentiment. That's it. We make things way too complicated. All right, XRP. By the way, let me finish my thoughts on Ethereum. What I think is going to happen, what I learned in boating school is this is a all-time high, yearly high. We are within the wick. Is the wick at an all-time high? Pretty much. We're right there. The body close, we're less than 1% away. Okay, that's a lie. 3.3% from an all-time high. We're right there. The wick was already up there, though. We already got to 47.76, I think. So what was that? What was the wick to the wick? 1.25%. We're right there. Now, I've talked about this. It's pretty rare that you just bust right through. Okay, that is pretty rare. We have lots of examples across lots of different assets. There's a couple of scenarios that could happen. I think that we could continue to rise into August, get as high as $5,800 before back testing in September. That's going to be the most painful, which is the most probable. Whatever is the most painful is the most probable. What's the most painful? People are criminally exposed. People are criminally pessimistic when it's actually time. It's time. People are criminally pessimistic when it is finally time. That's the most likely probable scenario. What could happen too, we could get rejected here. People are like, oh, double top, we're out of here. Back test to 4,200, reaccumulate a little bit before going higher. But ultimately, I anticipate a little bit of resistance up here, whether we break out back test or we reject back test the prior high before going higher. One of those two scenarios is what I see for Ethereum. I would not be, my targets for Ethereum are 7,200. Those have been my targets since 2022. All right, XRP, and then we'll get into your guys' questions, comments, concerns. We'll look at Bitcoin dominance actually first, and then we'll get into your guys' questions, comments, concerns. We had a downtrend. We went into accumulation. We broke out, back tested the prior range, just like what I'm calling for Ethereum, basically. ABC correction, full-on bullish posture here. Breakout of the bull flag, back test of the bull flag. I still have the same targets for XRP, $5, $8, $12. Bitcoin dominance, continuing to make lower lows. I told y'all, I need y'all to remember in April. Do you understand in April, I was saying the same things. I need y'all to remember who never told you that alt season was canceled in April. I need y'all to just, I don't need no flowers. I don't need none of that. Just remember who the hell never moved from that April when the tariffs, when Bitcoin was at 75K. Who the hell never moved from that? Who the hell charted this out? Said that this is distribution. Now, to be fair, I thought this was the UTAD. Whoop-de-wee. I thought that this was the top of Bitcoin dominance right here. I missed the top of Bitcoin dominance by 1%. I apologize. I will take my lashings. Give them to me. Give them to me swiftly. But I thought that this was the top back here in May of Bitcoin dominance. We went 1% higher. I will take my lashings. Give them to me swiftly. Do not hold your punches. But I never move from... By the way, the UTAD is the absolute top. That's the absolute top of Wyckoff distribution. If you don't know what I'm talking about. What is he talking about? UTAD? UTAD is the top. That is a topping structure. Not only is it a topping distribution structure, the UTAD is the absolute top, the highest you go. Back in May, I called this the UTAD. It turns out that this was the UTAD. I missed it by 1%, and I was... How many days was I early? I was 1% off, and I was 50 days early. I apologize. I will take my lashings. Give them to me. Give them to me swiftly. All right. But yeah, this is full on. Like, we've had a cross. The 20 has crossed the 200. The 100 is about to cross the 200. We are getting literally in the most bearish posture possible. Not only that, but now the 200 is sloping down. This is the most bearish posture. All right. It is slowly and then suddenly. Slowly and then suddenly. Ladies and gentlemen, slowly then suddenly. Video evidence. All right. With that, let's get into your guys' questions, comments, concerns. Thank you guys for the gifts, the roses, the hearts, the you're welcomes, the heart puffs. I appreciate y'all. You savages. Let's get into your guys' questions, comments, concerns. We're going to start with YouTube, and then we'll read the TikTok comments. Good evening, brother. How are you doing? Finally caught alive. Good to see you, brother. Why is HNT not pumping? But Ski, why are the mid caps not pumping when we're in the large cap section? We're not at that part of the ride yet, brother. Don't worry. I see the loop-de-loop coming, but we're not at the loop-de-loop yet. All right? I see the loop-de-loop. I know when we ride the beast, when we ride the vortex. Shout out to Kings Island. I know that there's a loop-de-loop on this ride, but we're not at the loop-de-loop yet. We're not there yet. That's why. Where are we? We are at Ethereum pumping going into large caps. That's where we're at. HNT is not a large cap. HNT I would consider a mid cap. That's why. All right? Patience. One step at a time. There's no need to rush. Like learning to fly or falling in love. All right? Do you like XTZ? I do. It's taking the liquidity from 123. Pullback W's. Yo, bro, 10 out of 10. Never better. And no reason. Just doing great. Let's go. I've got a couple of longs open since last week. When would you close them? It depends on your percentages. Price equals happy. Price equals sad. That's right. What's your targets for HNT, Harmony 1, Dent? Take a look at those. NXRI. Too high of inflation for me. Flux and Rose look super bullish. I agree. I agree. I agree. Off by 1%. You're fired. You're fired. LCX target. $1.11, 222. I'm in 12 longs and feeling greedy. Okay, recognize that. Is Vchain below the 236 currently? It is. I have already recorded a video on Vchain, so I'm going to spare you. I will be uploading it after this live stream, but I already recorded my analysis on Vchain. But yes, the Vchain is below the 236 in the macro and in the micro. Either way you slice it, Vchain is excellent value right here. To me, Vchain is one of the, like, you know, we go into the phases from fiat to Bitcoin. Check that that ship has sailed. Then you go from Bitcoin to XRP and Ethereum. That ship is sailing. And then we go into the large caps. To me, large caps, Vchain is one of the ones that I think is going to perform really well at this next part. What do you think the tops of others for crypto market cap, excluding the top 10, 800 billion? What is my target for others? So, okay, if you don't know what others is basically when everyone says altcoins, they're really talking about others. Others is all of the altcoins in a basket, the total market cap of every single altcoin together, minus the top 10. All right, so I'll give you a visual representation of this real quick before I give you my actual targets. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Tether, BNB, Solana, USDC, Dogecoin, Tron, Cardano. Everything from Chainlink on is others. If you add up all of the market caps of everything in there, that's what others is. When people talk about altcoins, they're really talking about others. So what is my target? He says 800 billion. That is target number 1 for sure, or target number 2. My parabolic target is 1.6 trillion. Would you long Vchain here? I think it's a pretty good play. I consistently eat on Vchain. All right, let's look at TikTok. I consistently eat trading Vchain. All right, bro, what's up with Polkadot? I like Polkadot 20, 40, 100. I'm still holding a ton of Vchain. Waiting for rate cuts to drive the market. Solana and Link. 600. 420, 510, 600 for Solana. Those are my three targets. Low, medium, high. Link is 38, 78, 178. What are your thoughts on ETH and price discovery? 7,200 is price discovery. Fairweather investors. My profit changed. XYO or LCX. I like them both. I would probably... Oh, man. Hold on now. I like this one. I like them both, actually. I don't know the answer. It's strictly going to be off of, like, where are they at on Fibonacci? So, XYO is both. It's below the 236 in the micro and the macro. So, that's XYO is excellent value. Let's see. I don't know where you LCX is. Below the 236 micro and macro. It's potato. They're both basically at the same spot, Fibonacci wise. So it's going to be dependent on, like, what are your convictions? I think LCX does a 5x as high as a 16x. 5 to 16x from here for LCX. What about XYO? What's the parabolic for XYO for here? Is a 23x. Not even. It's pretty close, honestly. 21x for the most parabolic. Man, it's a very close one. I would just say, like, what do you resonate with more? Because ROI wise, technically XYO is slightly higher potential, but it's very close. So it would just be, you know, the discretion of which one do you resonate with more, which one do you like more. For me, which one's the lower market cap? So if it's a tie, like, what's the market cap on both of them? Because that's going to be the most. It's very close. The market cap is okay. So I'm picking XYO, I think, but I like them both. They're the same. They're literally the same, actually. No, LCX is the smaller market cap. All right, I'm picking LCX. It's very close, though. Either is fine. I like them both. I like them both. I think they're both fine. I think they're both good investments. When rose to 25 cents. That's the next part. Vchain and GRT. Thoughts on Tom Lee 16K ETH prediction? I don't think so. Like, we need to keep in mind, every time we go into the pandemonium, there are going to be predictions that are bullish, but it's weird. It's like they'll be bullish, but just out of reach of what is actually going to happen. To me, that's what that is. Example. So in 2021, the, like, common narrative prediction for Bitcoin, hindsight gives us the blessing. We know that Bitcoin went to 69K in 2021, right? That was the all-time high. That was the peak. But the predictions were all 100K. 100K is not that far off of 69K, really. But that, to me, is what 16K feels like. It's like it's not that far off of what could actually happen, but it's far enough off to give you too much hope to be greedy and not actually take profit. To me, that's what that feels like. My targets are 7,200 and 12,000. Those are my targets. I think 7,200 is the highest probability, though. Not 16K is like, is it possible? Yes. I would not build my investment thesis around that, though. Yo, Ski. I don't think ETH can reach 5K. Why not? It's like, it's at 47 right now. Do you know it was just at 2,100 50 days ago? Like, why can it not? What? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, what is the difference between 4,700 and 5K? We're not even talking about 6%. So you're saying that there's no chance that Ethereum does another 7%. That's essentially what you're saying. Like, Ethereum did 7% today. $3.6% today, 28% this week. What are we talking about? 7% is like, I could sneeze. During this live stream, Ethereum could do that. Now, am I predicting that's what's going to happen? No. But yeah, that's please explain which tokens are large cap, mid caps. To me, mid caps are like 500 million. 500 million to 100 million is a mid cap. Below 100 million is a small cap. But between 100 million to 10 million is a small cap. Below 10 million would be an atomic cap. Ski, you're the best. I appreciate you. What is large caps? It's just based off of market cap. Hopefully that answers your question, brother. My bro, can you take a look at Prime? What up, Devin? How's the farm coming along? It's coming along. The house is on the market. Officially, we've had a few people come look at it. We have another person come in looking at it tomorrow, which it's only been on the market for a few days. So the fact that we've had so many showings to me is positive, and I think that we're going to be selling. I think we're going to be selling pretty quickly. And basically what that's going to do is we're taking the money from the sale of the house, and the new house is pretty much going to be 100% paid for from the profits of this house, and I will no longer have a house payment. And all that was thanks to crypto. So that's going to be cool. So I anticipate we'll be fully moved out there by November. That's what I'm thinking. Not necessarily, Tony. Memes are kind of their own thing. Memes are their own thing. No, I don't think so. I think that Solnic is at the end of accumulation. That's what I think. He too, by the way. What was I looking at? Prime. This is a general statement, general rules. Meme coins are not. Solnic isn't even a meme coin, to be honest. Prime retracement is 11. Parabolic is 68. This is still an accumulation. Hope that answers your question, brother. No, I don't think so. Like, we've already seen it, you know? Like, same thing. Like, Solnic was just at 3 million. It's already almost doubled from that time. And that's, you know, with drama. So the next thing for Solnic is going to be getting to 8 million is the sign of strength, and then we're going to go into the markup. And I think that that's going to be relatively quickly. I think that everything's going to be euphoric by November. Bitcoin just hit 123. Let's go. Do you think 10,000 into Vchain is life-changing? $10,000 into Vchain. I think that that will at least put you at 50,000. I think that Vchain does a 5x minimum. I don't know that that's life-changing. Let's see. What are my targets? 20 cents is a 6x. Call it 50. So that's 60,000. 40 cents is a 15x. That is what? 150,000. Parabolic is 66 cents. That's 24x. That's 250,000. Is that life-changing? Maybe. I think that could change some people's lives. Why are you ignoring me? I'm not ignoring anybody, bro. your take on Pingu. It did a 10x. I'm pumped for anybody that did that. But I'm not really interested in it. I think it could go a little bit higher, maybe a 1x. Ski, could you explain how Sonic would look once it's our turn? My beard bet, listen, I've bet my beard many times and my beard keeps growing. The last beard bet that I had was 75K. When Bitcoin was at 75K, I said, the bottom's in, boys. April 7th, 2025. I said, the bottom's in. We will reach 118,000 before a new low, or I will shave my beard. That was the last beard bet that I made. April 7th, 2025. The beard bet that I have for Sonic is, by the end of the bull market, Sonic will reach 7.5 cents, or I will shave my beard. That's the beard bet. So that's the bare minimum. My targets, though, 10 cents, $1, $5.89. Sonic is my number one 100x play. Period. AVAX 180, 240, 320. Since you've been so many cycles, how long have you seen insane meme seasons typically last? Memes are kind of like a new thing, to be honest. Really, like the only last time that we had was like Dogecoin, and like what was it? Dogecoin and Shiba, Floki. Like that was our meme season last time, right? It wasn't. It's kind of a new thing. So I'm kind of separating memes from everything else. There's not a lot of data on meme season, is what I'm saying. Yeah, Pepe wasn't even last time. Pepe was in 2023. Beard bet for Ethereum 70. I don't know that I have a beard bet for Ethereum. Taking out January highs soon. I think so. I think so, Gav's dad. All right. This is a good question by Kaka. Ski, should we hold September or de-risk on alts and buy some back in September? Okay, so all right, good. I like the question. So basically, my thesis is this right here. I think that alts in the altcoin market are going to continue to pump into August, the end of August. I think the September rate cuts, I have my eye on the lunar eclipse, September 7th. I think we're going to have a flash correction. It's going to be short-lived, and then we're going to go euphoric in November and December. All right, so what he's asking me is like, what should I do here and here? And let me be very clear. What I am not going to be doing is, well, it's August 30th. It's time to take profit. And I'll see you guys September 8th. I will not be doing that. Okay? And I don't think necessarily action is required. What I will be doing, however, is if opportunity presents itself and certain targets get hit on certain coins in August, I will take appropriate action. I will take profit if and when something runs into or near my targets. I will take action. If they don't, I will do nothing. Okay? I'm in a place to be very patient. I do not need to make overextended exertion moves here. Okay? Because I think there's a danger and there's a risk of being too cute and trying to like time things like a ninja, and then you play yourself. So don't get too cute here. If the opportunity presents itself, go ahead and take action. If you're up, 2, 3, 4x, whatever, go ahead and take action. And then if the opportunity presents itself in September, you got some dry powder, perhaps, you could take advantage of that. You could go ahead and take action. But outside of that, like, I'm not going to be cute. I'm not going to try to outsmart everything and come in like an assassin and just time it up on this day, on this hour. I have no interest in that. I'm going to be patient, let the market come to me, and take action based on what's appropriate. So hopefully that answers your question. I'm perfectly fine if we pump under my targets in August. I don't get to take any action, and then we back test to where we're at today, basically. That's perfectly fine with me. I'm perfectly fine taking no action. Sometimes the best thing to do is nothing. Okay? A lot of times the very best thing to do is nothing. So there you go. Hopefully that answers your question. You think 50,000 ADA is enough to make 200K? Yes, I do think so. I think that that's a decent plausibility of that. 7.5 cents. That's correct. No, 7.5 cents. All right. Chainlink targets 38.78, 178. When can I buy Solnic on Google? Yes, sir, Ski. I am very disappointed in them with that. That was supposed to be done in April. I have no idea. I will ask them again. I'll keep bugging them. But I get it. They don't want to put out a product that's not ready. Bitcoin new all-time high. Let's go. You ready for Banana Zone? Literally, my least favorite time as a content creator is the Banana Zone time, because guess what? You thought there was a lot of noise in April. Just wait until now, when we're in all-time highs. When Ethereum goes to all-time highs, guess what? There's going to be drop shippers that are now crypto experts. There's going to be fantasy football creators that are now crypto experts. There's going to be real estate agents that are now crypto experts. And God bless them, the more the merrier. But, yeah, it's a lot of blind leading the blind. You thought there was a lot of noise before. Listen, if you want to have help deciphering all the noise and set up a personalized strategy for you, your goals, your holdings, your timeline, that is something that I offer. So hit me in the DMs for that. If you guys want to set that up. I have 5 slots available for this week. They fill up pretty quickly. So if you want to lock that in, hit me in the DMs. I'll still never message you first. Four-year cycle ends October 2026. Going to be bearish. I think that that's plausible. Doesn't hurt to take a little profit on the way up. 100%. I agree. My point is, like, I'm not going to make moves based off of time. I'll make moves just like you did. We're rising. Okay, let's have a little bit of dry powder on the way up. Exactly. 100%. I'm not going to be making moves based off of, well, it's August 30th. I need to take profit. No, I don't do that. Time is not real for crypto. Bitcoin will be here long after I'm dead and gone, and it'll be long after you're dead and gone too. Bitcoin will surpass all of us. It'll be here long after we're dead and gone. Time's not real for Bitcoin. It's not. It's only real for me and you. Polkadot 2040 100. I spoke to Solana. They are working on Solana chain now. No date, but they have hired a phantom guru. Okay, that's good news. There you go. There's the update on when you're going to be able to buy Solnic on Google. For now, you can just buy it on Phantom or Soulflare. I messaged you on TikTok. All right. I'll get back to anybody that messaged me after the live stream. ICP, still the same, 2040 100. The web says Valhalla time. Valhalla calling me. Ski, you're inferring that Solana could gain such a higher inflow into the market cap such a short amount of time. Yeah, bro, like that's what I've been inferring about every coin this entire time. Because in reality, in our brains, we think it is just a, like, we think that this is how crypto goes. In our brains, we think that this is how crypto goes. It's going to go up a little bit here. We're just going to keep, we'll have plenty of time. It's just going to keep rising. Maybe a little dip here. We're going to keep going. March its way into parabolic. That's not what crypto does. What crypto does is it has violent corrections. 99% of just boring, dead. A little bit of peak. More boring, dead. And then violence to the upside. That's what crypto does. 90% of the time, it looks like this. But people are not patient enough to endure this. That's where the wealth is made. Okay, in my opinion, Solnic is deep in Wyckoff accumulation. That's what I teach. Wyckoff. It is deep in Wyckoff accumulation. What is Wyckoff accumulation? A bottoming structure. How was I able on April 7th, 2025, when Bitcoin was at 75K, how was I able to call the bottom? With Wyckoff accumulation. I am the master bottom feeler. In my opinion, Solnic is deep in Wyckoff accumulation. The next phase is phase D, which is going to be the sign of strength, which is about $8 million market cap. And then we're going to go into phase E, which is the mark up. That's what we call the bull market. All right. It's continuing to put in higher highs and higher lows at this point right now. That is what the end of accumulation looks like. You go through this grueling period, and then you start putting in higher highs and higher lows. It is slowly, and then it is suddenly. We've seen this, by the way. Grueling down, you start putting in higher highs, higher lows. It's grueling, and then it is suddenly. Same thing over here. This is accumulation again. Grueling down, higher highs slowly, and then suddenly. So yes, are you asking me that? Do I think it's going to be slowly and then suddenly? Yes. Do you think we will reach December? Do you think we will reach December 2024 highs before September pullback? Okay. I assume. Okay, let's just. You're saying everything, right? So you don't have a specific coin that you're talking about. So let's just do others. So let's answer the question with others. Do I think others will reach the December high before we get a slight pullback in September? The answer to that is no. I do not think others, which is everything outside the top 10, is going to take out the December highs in August. I don't think so. I do think it will get to the 702, which is about $364 billion market cap. I think we'll probably backtest to the 618 and then make an all-time high, perhaps October / November. That is my prediction. And then I think that we will absolutely go significantly higher than the December highs. My prediction for others is a 5x from here. He says, one thing people need to understand about you have never lost a beard bet. So if they get into Solnic, almost a guaranteed 8 to 10x. I bet my beard many, many times, and many times my beard keeps growing. Ski, have you called any market tops? Yes, I did. 2021. I've called many individual tops. I called the top on XRP back in December. I called the top on Penlink back in December. Sui. I called the top on Landwolf. I called the top on Soba. I called the top on many individual projects, but the total market cap in 2021, yes, I did. Not the absolute top. XEN, I called the top on XEN individually over here. LCX, I've called the bottom and the tops multiple times on LCX. Yes. Now, admittedly, I'm better. Honest to God. If you're asking me, like, I think I'm very good at feeling tops. But I'm much better at bottoms. I am the master bottom feeler. I have yet to miss a bottom. Okay. I prematurely called one bottom. But there's never been a bottom that was here that I didn't call. Sol target. My Solana target is 420, 510, 600. Do you think XLM will 3x from here? I do think XLM will 3x from here. Best ROI coins right now. My top ROI play is Solnic. That is my number one 100x play. My number one 100x play. Ski of Bitcoin is going to be around forever. Then what do you see stacks getting to? I don't mind stacks. There's a decent bit of inflation on stacks, though, no? Link short-term thoughts. I like Link. Short-term and long-term. Other than Solnic, there is no second best. There is no second best. No, I like Flux. I like Dynex. Dynex is starting to wake up. Dynex was probably my worst call timing-wise when I gave that to you guys. But it's deep in accumulation as well. Algo TA, please. $2, $4, $8 are my targets. How would Solnic get so many eyes on it? Could he get to $5 billion of money in it? All right. So this is a brand. Okay, I'm going to give you one example. One example. This is a brand new channel that I have on TikTok. This channel is 8 weeks old. In the first 8 weeks, from 0 followers, we have 16,200 followers. In 8 weeks, no ads spent. We have already reached over 10 million views in those 8 weeks. That number keeps growing. If I show you a chart of my views, they keep going up. A lot of people say that they were shadow banned. I don't like to say that because I think that people just have a hard time like taking accountability that their content sucks. I have proof now that that's what was happening. That people were reporting my accounts and it was, they were flagging my videos. So I have proofs of that. I am not going to stop growing. I am not going to stop making content. I am not going to stop adding value to regular people's lives. I'm not going to stop changing people's lives. And that's how it's been successful in the first place, is because most of the core holders of Solnic were core followers of me from 2022 when Bitcoin was at $16,000 and I said I would shave my head if Bitcoin went lower. I would say I'm buying Bitcoin at $16,000 with video evidence, and I made them a lot of money. That's going to continue. All right. Year of the Dog. It's coming up. It's coming up. That's my year. XRP, $5, $8, $12. Do you have a decent global economics perspective to see what's going on right now? All right, here's my perspective on global economics and what it relates to with crypto. All I heard about was macroeconomics. All I heard about. I think I just messed that up. Right here, when Bitcoin was skidding from 74K back in March of 2024 and just kept putting in lower highs and lower lows, all I heard about was macroeconomics. Recession, recession, recession. That's all I heard about. Recession, recession, recession. Recession, recession, recession. That's all I heard about. At 49K. All I heard about was macroeconomics when Silicon Valley Bank went to zero. Bitcoin pulled back from 25K all the way back to 20K. All I heard about was macroeconomics, recession, recession, recession. By the way, we just had a recession in 2022, but people were convinced in 2023 after we had already had a recession, even though they changed the definition as to what a recession is, 2 consecutive GDP quarters at a loss. Well, economists have many definitions as what could cause a recession. And 2022 was a recession, okay? I don't care who was the president. I don't care. 2022 was a recession. All right. That's all I heard about was macroeconomics right here. When Bitcoin was at 20K, they said that we were going to 12K, 10K. Trust me, my wife's boyfriend is a economics major. That's what I heard. That's all I heard. So that's my thoughts. If anything, like I've heard the saying, like if you are a socialist, great, Bitcoin is for you. If you're a capitalist, great, Bitcoin is for you. If you believe in community, great, Bitcoin is for you. If you believe in sovereignty, great, Bitcoin is for you. If you think that the economy is booming, great, Bitcoin is for you. If you think we're going into a recession and need preservation, great, Bitcoin is for you. That's my thoughts. Thanks for becoming a member, brother. I appreciate you. ETH so close to an all-time high. Says I made great money on January on it. XE in a good buy right now. I think so. I think so. Yo, Ski, how's Sonic looking? Sonic's looking great. Putting in higher highs and higher lows. Deep in Wyckoff accumulation. Like, I don't think there is a better opportunity. Like, you're not going to get a better price. That's it. Like, it's already, even with drama, it only put in a higher low. Like, do you understand? It only put in a higher low. And guess what? We broke above the 200 moving average and found it as support. Wonderful. Wonderful. Quietly, it's in the most bullish posture. Now, the moving averages are very coiled up. That's a good thing. We put in a higher high and a higher low. Deep in Wyckoff accumulation. In my opinion, we are ending phase C. We are about to start phase D, which is going to take us to about $8 million market cap. 8/10 of a penny. Chop for a little bit and then go into the mark up. My beard bet for Solnic is it will reach 7.5 cents, which is right here. 7.5 cents. That is my target for Solnic. Or I will shave my beard. If it does not reach this by the end of the bull market, I will shave my beard. There you go. I bet my beard many times. My beard keeps growing. How probable ADA hits $5? I think pretty probable. Why is Solnic down 50% from December highs? Let's look at Vchain, large market cap. What is Vchain down from December highs? 77%. So Solnic is outperforming Vchain. How about that? How about Dogecoin? Like, what a weird... Dogecoin is down 60% from December highs. Solnic has outperformed Dogecoin. How about ICP? 75% from December highs. Solnic has outperformed ICP. How about Solana? No, probably not Solana. Like, pick a coin, bro. Like, XEN. from December highs is down 82%. Solnic has outperformed XEN. Flux from December highs. Like what coin has outperformed Solnic? None. Zero. None. Every bottom has more than doubled from the last. How about that? How about the last bottom that we had back in September till current price is up 5x from bottom to bottom? Or how about this bottom to this bottom? Up a 3x. No, this is a 1x. From this bottom right here to this bottom right here is a 1x. From this bottom to this bottom, every bottom has more than doubled from the last bottom. Yeah, so 50% being down on a $5 million market cap coin? Like, my God, brother, if that doesn't show you strength, I don't know what does. Like, outperforming Dogecoin, Vchain, Flux, Dynex, Sauce, ADA, XCN, HBAR. Like, what about Arrow? Is Arrow caught back up? I think it might have caught back up to the bottom. 88% to the bottom. It's still down. Arrow is still down 44% from December highs. Come on, brother. Come on now. The cherry picking of cherry picking. What's the next leg for HBAR? My targets for HBAR are 66 cents, 88 cents, and $1.20. It doesn't cost anything to sell Solnic. It's on the Solana network. That's it. Thanks for becoming a member, X. I appreciate you. Is it too late to call Solnic? How do I buy? You can buy it on Radium, Phantom, Soulflare, Jupiter. ETH flips Bitcoin? I don't think so. I hear about that every time. Where can you find Solnic's contract address? On CoinMarketCap. So how can you find Solnic's contract address? It's verified on CoinMarketCap. Go to coinmarketcap.com. Just type it in. SOLNIC. There you go. That's all the information right here. The contract address is right here. XTZ9. Last four. Bitcoin all-time high. What do you think Theta Network can do? I think Theta is going to perform very well. Render down still. Yeah, like that was such a... I don't know if he had an agenda or if he was being disingenuous or if he was being serious. If he was being serious, that's okay. It's a good opportunity for education on showing, like, yes, like real deal, my convictions on this $5 million market cap are that has performed better than half of the large market caps, if not more. If not more. Like, you hold large market caps to a higher standard, but Solnic has performed higher than the higher standard. Am I going to sit here and tell you there will be no red days? No, that's a lie. Am I going to tell you that there's going to be no setbacks? There's going to be no bumps in the roads, challenges, it's up only? No, that's a lie. Every project has that. But I'm proud of what we've accomplished, and I'm proud of what we're going to accomplish. Well, bro, if you don't do, like, your entire bag, it doesn't do, it's not 5%. It's not 5% if you don't do your entire bag. Can I borrow 50K and put it all on something? How about DOT? My targets for DOT are 20, 40, 100. Will Solnic have issues with liquidity? No. The liquidity is almost 10%. Like, it's higher than Render. Solnic has more liquidity than Render. Solnic has more per capita, right? So this number goes up as Solnic goes up. It has $437,000 worth of liquidity at a 5.2 market cap. It's more than Naka, right? I like Naka. Let's look up Naka. I like Naka. Do you understand? Naka is one of my favorite gaming coins. Naka has a market cap of 12 million. Their liquidity is 173,000. We have more liquidity than Naka, right? Naka's a larger market cap than us. What's another one? What about Render? Like, no, like we have more. How about, okay, here you go. 2.2 billion. Their liquidity is only 1.5 million. We have almost the same dollar amount. Do you understand that not a Render only has 3 times the amount of liquidity that we have? And their market cap is $2.2 billion. If Solnic was $2.2 billion, it would be $2.30 right now. They have 3 times more liquidity and 1,000 times more of a market cap. Like, no. That is locked forever. What the heck? Did they, what the heck? Somebody flagged this. Oh my god. You guys are idiots. Like, I'm just literally just educating people. I like Render, by the way. I'm not crapping on Render, but Render only has it literally only has 3 times more liquidity, and it is 1,000 times larger of a project. More than that. More than 1,000 times larger, it has 3 times the amount of liquidity. Like, come on now. Come on now. $20, $40, $100. Solnic's liquidity is phenomenal. Yeah, literally. We're like gamifying the liquidity. Like, I'm literally teaching people how to add to liquidity pools so they can make money on their money. Thoughts on Ardrum? I think Ardrum will 2 to 5x from here. Ski, you're teaching algebra to 5th graders talking about liquidity. Bro, I think I learned about algebra in the 6th grade for real. ETH only needs 3% to hit an all-time high. You guys are insane. Okay, bro, like, what do you guys want from me? Ski, what's your favorite coin? Here's my favorite coin. But what about X? Here's why X is wrong. I'm reporting you. Link ARB Rose top 3. Where have you been? I've been here, bro, every day. Ravencoin price prediction 5 to 10x. Last time about DOT, $20, $40, $100. That is my low case, my medium case, and my high case prediction for DOT. ETC. Don't let a couple jerks affect you. You're the best. I appreciate it, brother. Listen, I'm trying to help as many regular people as I can. That is my mission. That is my mission. I'm trying to change as many regular people's lives as I can. Do I get everything right? Nope. Am I wrong about some things? Yes. Am I in the right flavor more than I am not? Absolutely. Would I put my track record against anybody? Literally anybody. Yes. Am I perfect? No. Do I know of another creator who's called more bottoms than me? No, I do not. I do not. I do not. I do not. All right, let's look at ETC. I like, man, ETC looks good to me. ETC looks good to me. Retracement is $93. Parabolic, 420 blazing. Is there such a thing as ETH Dominance? Can we move from ETH to blue chips? If not, what can we use? There is a thing as ETH Dominance, and it's something that I was paying attention to. One of the reasons, right? So like video evidence too, documented. I'm verified on CoinMarketCap, guys. Right? This is me. You can look me up. Your boy Ski. I haven't been posting there a lot, but where are we at? I want to go and show you guys. By the way, come on now. Look at this. Next stop 242. This XRP was at $2, bro. Come on. Like I'm just giving y'all stuff for free. Here we go. Let me go to, because I know, when was this? Here we go. I'm bullish on Ethereum. 2600 will confirm a bear trap. 2600 will confirm the bear trap, which was right here. When we back down to 2100. Come on now. Come on now. So part of the reason that I had this analysis on June 25th, 2025. By the way, what's the price of Ethereum? June 25th, 2025. June 25th, 2025. Let's see here. What? You see like how little that little teeny weeny little bull flag looks compared to the whole chart? Like, look at how little this looks on the big. Like, we were right there in the moment, in the heat of battle. This motherfucker don't miss. In the heat of battle. Look how little that looks. All right, so June 25th, 2025. When was this? What was the price? Oh, this is July. I'm tripping. Right here. Boom. Come on now. Come on now. $2,300. Come on now. Man, I believe in what I teach. I'm not just speaking Japanese. All right? I don't just speak just to hear my voice. I believe in what I'm teaching. All right, is there an ETH dominance? Yes, there is. Part of the reason that I had the analysis that I did on Ethereum being the bottom being in back in June was because of Ethereum dominance. That was part of my analysis. And what I knew, we had to zoom out even, that this was a critical level that we had not been to since November of 2019. We got to the same level. And what I was predicting was that Ethereum dominance was going to bounce. And it did. It's exactly what happened. So this was April when I started talking about ETH dominance. And we bounced off of that. So the fact that we had broken the downtrend and Ethereum dominance was going up, that was part of my analysis back here in June when I was saying that the bottom was in, bear trap confirmed at 2,300. And that this was printing a big bull flag. And I don't even like Ethereum, bro. That's how, like, unemotional I could be about this. I don't like Ethereum, but value is value. Game is game. That's it. That's it. Game is game. Value is value. All right, guys. My wife texted me it's dinner time. It's closing time. All right, reminder, if you guys want to get a portfolio review, live consultation with me, one-on-one, be a video chat like this, where I go over your portfolio, do a exit target, entry target, personalized based off of your needs, your time, your money, all that stuff. We'll go get in the weeds if you guys need a help setting up a strategy. Because listen, whether it's with me or somebody else, I think you should be having a strategy for this next part of the game, because it will be crazy. It doesn't need to be with me. Whether it's with yourself, with me, with somebody else, you need to sit down and have a plan. Period. All right? I have 5 slots available for this week. If you're interested in that, hit me in the DMs. But that's going to be it for this time. I will be live tomorrow, 4 or 5 p.m. 4 p.m. Central Time. That's going to be it for this time. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. I will never message you first. Those are scammers. If your boy Ski, a Ski's Crypto, a Ski's best friend, a Ski's brother hops into your DMs and says, how's your trading going? That's not me. That is somebody from Pakistan, Turkestan, Afghanistan. It is not me. Thank you for calling 18 Ski. It's not me. All right? I love you, but I'm not going to message you first. If you message me, I will message you back. I will reply. But I will not be messaging you first. You hear me? Do not get scammed, for the love of God. All right. Peace, love, prosperity. God first. God bless.